The Cabinet of Barbados has met. We've also consulted broadly and widely, and it is our judgment that we are going to need to be able to hold strain a little longer, and that the activities which would have come to an end on April 14th with the restricted movement of people should now be extended until midnight the night of May 3rd. What does that mean? That on May 4th, that will be the first day we go back to a non-restricted, non-24-hour curfew. Similarly, we are introducing a new arrangement, and I want to take 2 minutes to explain it to you, because this new arrangement means that persons can leave their house on average 2 days a week to do the essential things in life. And let's get real. People need food. But I want to say two things even before I get to the arrangements. There is no shortage of food in Barbados. There is no shortage. And I don't need people to be rushing. In fact, I'm asking people, take it light, take it easy. We've already established that this is not a time for what you want, it's more a time for what we need, first thing. Secondly, there is no shortage. What does it mean? We're still going to encourage curbside pickup. We're still going to encourage delivery, but we are also going to open up the supermarkets for limited hours from 8 to 11 and from 1 to 4. We will also have 2 dedicated days for seniors, persons over 70, Tuesday morning and Sunday morning. And that will allow them to go in when nobody else is in the supermarket, because when all is said and done, we know that our seniors and those who are vulnerable are the ones that we need to protect as far as possible. We have, through the welfare, arranged a number that people can still call in if they need help beyond what we have provided there. So we say 2 bites at the cherry, 2 half days. Let's try and limit vehicular traffic and the number of human beings moving on the road at the same time. So on first glance, it may appear to be to some persons to be complex. But the only thing you need to know is, what is your letter? My letter is M. So I know that on Fridays, I will be allowed to shop in the supermarket from 8 to 11, and on Tuesday afternoons. I will be allowed to go to the bank on Fridays. So you will know what your days are. Mine, Tuesday and Friday is M. If you are A and B, Monday is you in one day, and you have another day for you as well. We've also agreed that in addition to the supermarkets being from 8 to 11, that people understand that 11 means the time within which you walk in. 4 means the time within which you walk in. But if when you get in there and you are still picking up, we are saying that you should be allowed to finish shopping and go to the cashier. So it means then that we have to give ourselves a 2-hour buffer in the middle of the day, and hence the next set of letters doesn't start at 11:30 or 12, it starts at 1, because we reckon that it may take another hour, 90 minutes to clear the supermarket again, and then we start again at 1 o'clock and go to 4. And whoever in at 4, they may not get out till 5. But we do believe that we have to balance people's access to food, people's access to money, people's access to medicines, people's access even, and we're going to open now from the Wednesday next week, when the new order starts, not just these supermarkets from Wednesday next week, for 8 to 11 and 1 to 4, but also hardware stores half day. The reality is we still have a lot of people who depend on checks, who depend on cash, and we have to go where they are rather than wishing they were somewhere else and that they could do these things. So against that background, the post offices will open every day, Monday to Friday, from 8 to 3:15, just as essential a service as the police or the hospitals or the supermarkets. Apart from setting aside these days for supermarkets, hardware stores, and commercial banks, we've also determined that fruit and vegetable vendors, in the same way as butchers and fish markets, are an essential part of who we are as a people. And we believe that given the fact that we're extending for another 2.5 weeks, that it is critical that therefore these persons be allowed also to ply their trade and to earn their livelihood, but also to provide the fruit and vegetables that our population needs. In fact, it is that is going to boost our immune system more than anything else. And when these new arrangements kick in to play on Wednesday, April the 15th, we're not talking about vending of oils. We ain't talking about vending of DVDs. We ain't talking about vending of clothes. We ain't talking about vending of toys. We're talking about fruit and vegetables. So my friends, the principle, 2 days a week, alphabetically get to know your days. Mine, Tuesday and Friday. Similarly, there will be special days for senior citizens and differently able persons who themselves are naturally vulnerable. And just as we were doing before when the supermarkets had a special hour or two for them in the morning, we've created 2 special days for them with the supermarkets, with the bankers, and we will recommend a special time with the hardware stores as well.